And then the dog barks. It's raining quite a lot. It's miserable, it's dark. It's
Day 2.
Day 2 of the ice cream van extraction and distraction.
Put them back in.com.
Well, we're not putting it back in today. We're building the new engine up today. So the trick is to take everything off here that's any good, clean it. I think that carburettor, apart from there being a thrust bearing stuck in the top of it, is relatively new. But I don't know. It didn't run very well on it, and it's not the right carb for this engine really. This is the early carb that's on here, but some say that it's probably the late carb. Someone's going to argue with me. Probably. Anyway, we'll have a go when we fit the new engine. We'll try this carb. If it works, great. If it works, lovely. But if it doesn't, then whoosh, put a nice new Weber on it. That's what I say. What we've done with all the others, because the Webers are smashing. But it'll save on the old money a bit, won't it? If we use that. Anyway, so strip everything off. Then this engine can go in the scrap for a rebuild. Well, out there and wait for a rebuild. And then we'll have a nice new engine up on here. And then we'll build up the new one.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Must I look for gear linkages?
Yeah, Ben's got to find the gear linkages to replace all this lot in here. Which would be great. Might actually get some gears. What we actually need to do as well is test on the gearbox and make sure all the gears are there. So we're going to need to do that. We've got to find a nice straight anti-roll bar and a pair of engine mounts. The bugbear of my life. Engine mounts are. Let's demonstrate what happens to engine mounts as they get old. Now, let's try and get this in the camera. Right, there's an engine mount, okay, and this is what happens. The bond breaks between the steel and, I can nearly enough pull that off, and the rubber, and you get all this going on, which is no good. Gosh, disgusting. Anyway, so we need a new pair of engine mounts. The other one's worse, I think. Yep. Nice clean bit of rag. Smashing. So there we go. There we go. Just get on with it. Nothing much else to say. Is it really?
No.
We'll see you in a minute and see how we get on. So here we are, engine stripped, completely stripped, clutch out, everything off it. So that's ready to go off to be rebuilt. Everything else all on the floor here, all the nuts and bolts and everything else. Benny's going to clean everything now, get it all nice and clean, put it on the new engine. So the next job is to take this off here, put it over there. There's a big lorry. Clean the bench up, put the new engine on it, and then once everything's cleaned and polished up, we'll start putting it back on. What are you doing? Don't need them. No. They're old. Leave them in the engine. Okay. And that they can do that there. Yes, so there you are. Oh, Benj has managed to find a new anti-roll bar. Well, a second-hand anti-roll bar.
And it's straight.
A straight one. Look at that. That'll make all the difference, won't it?
Apart from I've got to get all that
Yeah,
off.
we've got to get those off, yeah. But the bar itself is smashing. So, he's found that. He's also found... Where's the gear linkages? What do you do with them? Yes. Looking a little bit rough at the moment, but all the same, there's not a lot of wear on these. So, a good set. Good set. We'll get all this working properly. There's a tiny dip of wear on here, so what we can do with these, or what you can do with yours if you've got this same problem, is put some weld in there, build it up, and then grind it back round nice and neatly. But it's a very small amount on these. These are really good, actually. So, new gear linkages. Transform his world, that will. Unbelievable. Lovely. Put those down there. So, we're pretty much good to go to start putting this new engine together. So we're going to swap them round and we'll see you in a bit. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right then, let's get this little beauty changed over, shall we? Lovely jubbly. Look at that beauty. Just like that. Wicked. Now all we've got to do is build it up. Let's crack on with it. It's raining again. Right, so we're back again. Well, I haven't been anywhere, but we're here. And we've been busy cleaning parts. It's a bit boring on camera, so we didn't bother. But we cleaned up the manifold and the water pump, degreased it all, and then we've sprayed it with heat-proof paint, just to make it look all nice on the engine. We've cleaned every nut and bolt, carburetor, distributor, everything, all at the back there, all ready to go back. Starter motor, also. Fuel pump, and all painted match. So we're pretty much ready to start assembling the engine. So that's what we're going to do now. Just carry on. Well, here we are, end of play, second day on this, and car, and the engine's going back together lovely. Carbs on, manifolds on, start motors in, all pressure switches on, all filter isn't in, is it?
No.
No. So I had to go out and pick the children up, so Ben's has been doing some bits. Bracketry is all on this side. Dipsticks in and breather pipes on. Work of Benj there, very nice. So we got fuel pump to do, dizzy to do, coil bracket to go on. Excuse me, and on the front, water pump, and then oh, and clutch we've got to do as well. So that's it for the moment. So that's the end of episode 2 of the ice cream van extraction and retraction of the engine. Is that a word?
Retraction, yeah.
Retraction.
You retract something.
Yeah, but it is a word.
Retraction.
Yeah. No. Refitting of the new engine. Are you going to come this side and go say goodbye or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we've done really well. 2 days work, all that we've done, and sorting out parts and redoing parts and everything else. And incidentally, the other day, Benj had some time, so he made these. As you know, he's a bit of a panel maker, aren't you, Benj?
I try.
And these are mud flap panels for a CA, which have been whittled from a bit of steel. And He's done a really good job. Look at those. Smashing they are. So if you need any mud flap panels, give us a shout, and I'm sure Ben just soon knock some up for you, won't you, mate? We'll put this back over there. Just a quick mention. You deserve it. You're a clever boy. Very clever boy. Anyway, there you go. That's it from Madworks Garage for episode 2 of the new engine thing. And we'll see you for episode 3 when we're putting the rest of the engine together and maybe even get it back in the van.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a bit of a break before episode 3, though.
Week.
More than that.
In a bit.
Yeah, because we've got to go to Emerald Isle next week. Island. Yeah, for a few days to do a little job out there. Someone's CA's broken, we've got to go and fix it. No, not really. In a perfect world, that would be... no, we're going to do something else. But anyway, that's all by the by, and we'll see you next time. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done already. And give us a little... what do we call it? Comment down below. Which we're always happy to get your comments. And we do try and answer all of them. At least I do. He doesn't. Do you?
I read them.
We're not going to get in an argument. I've had enough. That's it. Not going to get in an argument. See you next time.